I am thankful to Precise Management Consultant and Asmita ji for giving me opportunity to discuss how to prepare for BW examination paper 4. As discussed by uh, Asmita ji, that paper 4 is a typically a different style paper and it needs uh, sort of a different approach and precise in so many aspects. So for that reason, uh, I have come out uh, method based on my own experience. Normally, what happens that individual thinks that this he has got a lot of experience of so many years, and it would be very sort of a comfortable for him to pass this examination. But when you sit in the examination, you are in a different position, and every step you find that it is very difficult. So until unless we do not do the preparation diligently, it is nearly impossible to pass this exam. Just now I was seeing the demo of paper 4 prepared by Precise Management System and management consultants. I find this is a very novel method to prepare for the examination. And all participants should do their homework. Each and every question they should repeat. Now they are going to take 7 papers. So all these 7 papers they will be solving. You should solve yourselves, and also uh, also you have to take care of so many things which I will be discussing. Now, in general, for the preparation of this examination, we give uh, general guidelines that intense level of study is required so that no stone is left unturned. Totally, there are 45 chapters that you know all well. Books are complete and sufficient to prepare for the examination. You should not wander here and there for the preparation of study of these examination. Past year question banks with solutions are available. Success rate is very low, mainly due to lack of sufficient efforts by participants, mainly because of lack of time with them or mm, their own method of preparing for the examination, because they have lost touch of appearing in the examination for a long time. So that is the reason, but we have to come out. Otherwise, passing in this paper is very difficult. Normally, we meet people who are first timers, second and third attempters, and so many people who are appearing in the paper 4. So generally, who are preparing for the examination, my own experience is that I have very long experience in industry in India and abroad, and I have worked all sorts of industries, whether you can say paper industry, pulp and paper, then steel plant, aluminum plant, and so many places in projects and engineering. So I thought that this examination will be cakewalk for me. And and simultaneously I was doing MTech Energy also. So I thought that this examination will be quite easy and quite cakewalk for me. But fact is that it was not. For the first time when I appeared, I failed in all the 3 papers, all the 4 papers. So then I have done my own review that how this examination should be prepared. So whatever I'm discussing is out of my own experience. So I would advise that people should attempt for 2 papers first and not for all 4. Preferably, you should attempt paper 1 and 3 in first attempt. Paper 2 and 4 are complementary to each other because most of chapters are um, on the thermal background. So for that reason, these can be attempted together. So that is my general advice. And although paper 3, so to say, is a electrical, but electrical, what they study in their college and what is in the course of this paper 3 is totally sort of a shock, because paper 3 electrical is very small and electrical utility is main subject, like blowers and pumps and compressors and like that. So electrical people have to put little more efforts. Now I will discuss briefly about the strategy to be adopted for paper 4. Prepare thoroughly for true and false and take up and from all previous questions, previous question papers. This is to ensure that at least you score minimum 8 to 10 marks in the worst case. Now you have got paper about old previous papers with the solved answers for about 8 to 10 years. So that way you have more than 100 questions available as a bank. If you solve these questions, about 100 questions, and practice them, uh, one is confident that he can get 8 to 10 marks, definitely out of these 10 marks. For remaining 90 marks, prepare your best for 60 to 70. My experience is that because of 2 hours time duration in the examination, it is very difficult for a normal candidate. I am not talking about extraordinary people who scored 90% or 95 or 100%, because most of the people are failing in this paper 4, and for that reason my advice is that you should aim for 60 to 70 marks other than the true and false. So each chapter is about 7 to 8% in the paper. Chapter representation I have provided in the next slide. This will make you score about 70 to 75. As all the questions are compulsory, you don't have choice. There is a choice in the last question that depends upon the specialization, sort of a cement or textile or building or steel. That way, they give one choice in the last, but all the questions are compulsory. So my advice is don't stay with a problem for a long duration and proceed to next question. Even if the question is incomplete or answer is wrong, you will get marks for the procedure in step wise. This is my advice. But you don't take that you commit mistakes and you expect credits. You should attempt for the correct answer with proper steps, and you can see that there is a evolution stepwise. So you are entitled for stepwise credit of marks. So it is not that if you stay with a question for a long time and in the meantime you miss another question, that will not be a good strategy. So if you stuck up somewhere in the in between, please jump to another question and you can come back if you have time available. And hopefully you will get credit for whatever steps you have already done. Always ensure correctness of units and unit conversions. This was emphasized in the demo also. Whenever we are using or whenever putting any value, we should put unit same place, so that in the subsequent steps you are not misguided or mispositioned, because units are sometimes confusing, sometimes kilocalorie, sometimes kilojoules, and sometimes BTHU, and so many other things. In the pressure, so many confusions are there because so many units are there for the pressure. So more you practice with the question papers, you will be in a position to reach a position that you know everything about the question. And until unless you reach that position, uh, your speed will be very slow in the examination. So for that reason, also you should prepare stepwise with the speed and correctness, for the examination, so that in the examination hall, you are not exposed to any sort of a situation that you don't know next step. That is very important. Also, in any calculation, you should ensure confirm the reasonability of your quantities. Answer at any stage should be, you should get alarmed. If you are getting something like boiler efficiency 30% or 150%, you should have fair idea where it should be. Or negative flow is coming in the calculation, or mass is coming negative. So you should get alarmed that something is wrong. Either some unit is wrong or some. My advice, this advice is always for all the people, that whenever they are studying, they should jot down in one piece of paper whatever is the content of a chapter on a cheat sheet. And that cheat sheet should be always part and parcel of your body, so that whenever you have free time, you can go through that cheat sheet and you just review the chapter. There can be formulas, there can be some units, or there can be some conversion formulas, or there can be some steps to solve a problem. So if this cheat sheet is with you, you can revise a question quite fast. So your preparation will be to the point, and you will be in a position that in the examination, or you are not subjected to any sort of a unforeseen situation, and you know almost everything. That is what I expect, and that is what a situation you should reach to if you want to pass this examination, considering that 2 hours is very, very compressed duration for this examination. Why this is not going, Asmita ji? Okay. Now, chapter wise or theory wise, we have found out that boilers are getting prominence in this question paper. So about boilers are coming. This is the I have brought out from 4-5 years of the papers, that boiler is about 22%, motors and VSD is about 14%, co-generation is 9%, fan blower, all these are almost equal weightage in the paper. Then cement is about 5%, textile, furnace. So that way, the area where you are very comfortable, but boilers, motors, cogenerations, and electrical utilities, you should definitely prepare so that you reach at least up to total 70 to 75% minimum. So for that reason, I have prepared a list which you can leave if you are not very comfortable and you are already loaded. So my first preference is that all these chapters you should prepare, and second preference, you can take chance of leaving them in this examination. However, at this point, buildings and commercial establishment is going to be a business of future, and there will be separate examination for this. And if you have time and opportunity, I can say that buildings and commercial establishment question will come in part and definitely with prominence. So if you can spend and if you have time to prepare for this, that will help you to prepare for energy auditor building examination also. So that way, that is my advice. And if anybody has got any questions, I will discuss. Now, I will give you a brief that what are very important ideas. That this paper 4 is an open book system. It is observed that candidates waste lot of their precious time in examination hall in referring to books. please avoid dependency on books as much as possible. My own experience is that the examination which I passed in Paper 4, that time I did not had to see the book at all. While in the earlier examination for the Paper 4, I was just rather I found that I am studying some chapters instead of solving the problem. So that way, one should be very careful in referring to books. Open book system is a quite good attraction, but it is a sort of a deception. Please understand, for the constraint of 2 hours duration. Your sequence of proceeding a solution should be very clear, even prior to going to examination, so that you don't have to repeat and you don't have to waste time. Units of measurement at all stages are important. Convert various units in a problem to a single unit so that you are not confused anywhere. Don't waste time for insignificant numbers. While using calculators, you get 3, 4, 5 after decimal. So all these are insignificant for the calculation purpose in the examination. When you are writing, you please use only significant numbers. So unnecessary, you will not be confused and you will not be wasting time in writing 5, 6 or 7 digits after decimal. Do not do approximation and assumptions. All data necessary is given. Even the stream table is not required. All the data regarding the stream table is provided in the question paper. Handwriting should be reasonably good, because examiner may be detached seeing your, even if you are right, maybe he will not have as much time to go in detail what you have written. So my request, although nowadays because of the computerization, people have lost touch of writing. So this examination demands that you should have a good writing practice, and your handwriting should be reasonably good. And my suggestion is that on this front also, please take care. Still, we have more than 1 month. So this is very important. And whenever someone wants to consult me, they can call me anytime. I am always available. My services are almost and always, it is a free of cost, and I provide my best of possible support whenever I get the opportunity. So